Hello, party people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hi. I'm still like, it's so weird because on TikTok, I'm like, what up, guys? I'm not even, it feels normal. But for TikTok, for YouTube, I'm like, I'm shy. I'm shy. I'm not shy. Alright. Let's see what Spirit has for us today. I appreciate y'all. If y'all would like, if y'all resonate with this video. A little subscribe action would be nice. Alright, let's see. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, working for our highest and greatest good. And for the highest and greatest good of every single person who's going to be watching this video. What does this collective need to know? With harm to none. We have moving on in the reverse. I'm gonna pull like some of these cards as like the bases, and then we'll get into tarot. Get 3 more. Moving on reverse. I'm hearing returning to the scene of the crime. I don't think that's literal. For most of us, it's not literal. This also gives me the energy of like, you can't heal in the same place that left you wounded. There's so many more quotes that are coming through. Okay. Clarity of belief. Yeah, something's just like the truth. Inevitable. You know the truth, you know your truth. With moving on being in the reverse, this seems to be a situation from the past. Dreams coming true. Interesting, because here we have 8 and 1. Here's 9. Interesting. It's like both of these cards combined are equaling this shift where your dreams are going to start coming true. Let's get one more, Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, dedicated effort. We have 8 again. Bottom of the deck, 3rd eye. Yeah, this is really about following your intuition. There seems to be this energy here of going through a new space, being in a new space, walking through new doors, new opportunities coming in, shifts in mindset. This is really giving me like strong Aries energy. We just got into Aries season. It's a lot of like go time. There seems to be like a big push here from your spirit team. It's really interesting because last night I watched the movie Spaceman, the one with Adam Sandler on Netflix. And he goes through this like, I don't even know the specifics, but it's like this purple cloud type of thing from the outside. But it's actually the beginning of the universe. So he goes in through the beginning of the universe. And it's like kind of like this womb kind of space. It's like red. It looks very, I don't even know how to describe it. But to me, it gave me the energy of like being in the womb space. And with dreams coming true, I don't know the technical term for what like this is actually called, but it kind of gives me the energy. It's not a black hole, but it kind of looks really similar to that actually. Not the black hole, but I'm talking about the movie. This seems like a womb space kind of energy, which is really just the energy of creation, right? The Empress. There's something here that you are creating, that you are really dedicating your time into. And this doesn't have to be something specific, but this could just be like the dedicated effort of working on yourself and being your best self. Even when you're finding challenges when it comes to moving on from certain things, or maybe like, because with moving on and then clarity of belief, it kind of gives me the energy of like you taking off the blindfold that you place on yourself. So this could be like illusions, for some delusions, especially about matters of the past, or like the story that was created because of what you went through, right? There's this one quote that I really love. It's everything happens for a reason, or things happen and then you make a reason. That's very much this energy of like, what stories are we telling ourselves from the past, and are these stories actually functional when it comes to moving forward? Are these stories actually good for you when it comes to moving forward, or are they holding you back? And are you resisting change because you believe that these stories from the past, either there's something else to look into, there's more information to know, or there's a sense of just not wanting it to be over? It's my goddess oil. Let's get into this, bruh. Let's get into this. One sec, guys. Let me take a sip of my coffee. It's so funny because I always use this Halloween mug. Anyways. Alright. Let's get some more spirit. What else can you tell me about this energy? Clarity of belief. Yeah, it's like, it's almost, I'm seeing like the cocoon, the caterpillar in the cocoon. We have a butterfly right here. And within the cocoon, it's a gruesome process of a caterpillar transforming into cocoon. Literally, it's like, they're showing me like the process of like the caterpillar becoming mush. Like literal mush. Think about like applesauce, and it's like that consistency. Like that's like part of the consistency of the transformation. So this really just gives me the energy of like, when we go through certain events in our life, certain times in our life, we are kind of diminished to that mushy kind of feeling, right? And so it's really hard to think of structure or future structure when you're in such a like puddle, if that makes sense. It gives me like Pisces energy, like expansive energy like air almost. Water, air. Like think about like you can't grab water. You can't grab air necessarily. We have the Queen of Wands reverse. Should I take that reverse? I think my deck is upside down. Let's do a test. Bruh. Alright, it was that bright. It was that bright. Okay. I love this vibe because I just feel so calm right now. Because I feel like usually when I do readings, I'm like, oh, I have to rush. I have to say something. But I feel like everything at its time, you know? Everything at its time. Let's get some more. Why is this Queen of Wands out here, Spirit? Whenever I see the Queen of Wands, it really just gives me the power of, the energy of owning your power. The Queen of Wands, the King of Wands are very, very, very confident people. These energy archetypes are the type of energies that, it's like you can't really bring them down. You can't like, You can't pop their bubble, you can't burst their bubble. And so talking about that bubble, I feel like there's an energy here of you creating something, you wanting something for yourself, you moving differently. But I see that this bubble, aka this idea or this thought form or this new paradigm or new timeline, is something that you're keeping really close to your chest. Okay, because I'm seeing like somebody wrapping a gift on Christmas and they put it under the tree. You know that the gift is there, but you have no idea what's in it, right? I mean, if you didn't wrap it, right? But there's this energy here of like something waiting for you. Something waiting for you underneath the tree. But you have no idea what it is. Or, on the flip side, you're the one who has curated this gift for yourself. But it's just about unleashing it when the time is right or opening it up when the time is right. 8 of Wands. Exactly. We're talking about right on time. This is really interesting. Right, when we think about the 8 of Wands, it's usually just like in the regular tarot or the Rider-Waite, it's just like the wands. But this one is like a little box, and it kind of gives me like Chariot vibes. But this little box is on fire, but it's zooming, it's going fast. So there's this energy here of things starting to really, 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 really open up. And really what that just means is like the blockages are finding their way. Or you're finding your way through the blockages. Or these blockages are being diminished. There's definitely this energy here of your spirit team looking out for you in the spirit realm. Prince of Cups. Also, I'm getting this energy of just like fun. Having fun with this. I feel like there's a part of you that's very, very serious about your success and like moving forward, as you should. But also, I feel like Spirit kind of wants you to tone it down a little bit. Because with the Queen of Wands and the 8 of Wands, this gives me the energy of a lot of fun coming in, a lot of like good times, a lot of feeling like your best self, feeling like, you know what, like all my problems really, there's no point. Like, there's no point for me to be upset about something that happened 2 years ago with moving on in the reverse. There's no reason for me to continuously tell myself this negative story or tell myself that I can't do this because of this, or I can't show myself like this because then what are these people gonna think? And it's like just removing yourself out of that equation entirely. Because at the end of the day, here with the Queen of Wands, you know who you are. With the 8 of Wands, you know what you're about. You know why you are the way that you are. You know everything that it took for you to get here. And, you know, we take things so seriously, and it doesn't have to be so serious, right? It's a life thing. It's a life thing. You grow up, and all of a sudden, it's like, oh, that childlike sense of wonder, out the window. But no, it's not out the window. It's right here. Our inner child is right here. And here with the Prince of Cups, it really gives me this energy of like, no cares, no worries in the world. 7 of Wands, bro. 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands. I feel like this is also like this energy of like really just standing up for yourself. Standing up for the life that you want. I think that this is really like that push here. Because here with 8 and 1 and then 9 with dreams coming true, that's really like the push that you needed to move into a higher timeline where you're actually experiencing what the fuck you want to experience. Not just like living a life that's just like, oh, this is what I got and I gotta do what I can with it. Everybody gets to that point. You know, sometimes you just gotta do what you can with what you have, the best that you can. But this is different. You're no longer in that space. You are now in the space of genuine creation. Genuine, like, magician energy of transmutation. Like yesterday, I was watching this one. It was the movie, the Spaceman movie. And I'm the type of person who's really emotional. So, like, whenever I watch movies or shows and it's, like, sad, like, bro, I'm gonna start crying. I'm gonna start crying because that's just how I am. And I'm just, like, thinking, like, while I'm watching the movie, I'm like, damn, I'm over here bawling my eyes out. But really, it's just transmutation of energy. Think about, like, crying and, like, releasing your emotions. That is such a transmutation of energy because you're taking these, like, these thoughts, these emotions, and your body is, like, literally making, like, a physical transmutation that leads to tears. And, like, everyone, it is normal, right? That's a human, normal experience that we go through. But if you really, really look at it, it's beautiful. That's spiritual. That is so, so, so fucking beautiful. So I think that here with Seven of Wands, moving on in the reverse, this is kind of this energy of release, of just accepting whatever was, and accepting that there's really nothing that you can do. Especially when it involves the past. The past is over and done with. Doesn't mean you can't keep transmuting your pain from the past. But there's a point where you have to ask yourself if you're still picking at the same wound over and over and over again. And that's really the energy here I feel with the moving on in the reverse. Is like taking those steps forward to walk away, but constantly looking behind and seeing if things have changed. And then you walk forward and then you look behind. Have things changed? No. Then you move forward. You look behind you. Have things changed? Not really. So it's kind of this essence of like, it's okay. It's okay to let it go. It's okay to keep going. It's okay to walk forward. It's okay to accept that the situations from the past are hard to let go of. It's okay. It's okay if it took you 2 years to move on. It's okay if it took you 5 years to move on. It's okay if it took you 6 months to move on. Everybody is different and everybody's timeline is different. You shouldn't be hard with yourself. But if you're watching this video, it's time. If you're watching this video, genuinely, it's time. It's really a message here from Spirit saying, you have all these dreams. You work so hard every single day to try your best. That's really all you can do. So I think it's time that not only Spirit rewards you, Spirit's waiting to reward you. That's like what I was saying, like the present under the Christmas tree. Spirit is waiting to reward you. But are you ready to reward yourself? Because in order for you to reward yourself, in order for these dreams to start coming true, you have to turn that resistance and moving on and start doing the damn thing. Because you have the clarity of belief. Maybe in the past it was hard for you to move on because you didn't know all the information or all the knowledge. But you have your truth. You know, Spirit wants me to talk about like when you're waiting for other people, or like, let's say that someone does you wrong. And sometimes you might feel like you can't move on because somebody does you wrong. Or you don't understand why someone treated you the way that they treated you. Like I said about like picking that wound. Sometimes we tell ourselves a story, I'm only going to be able to move on when I have closure. But the truth is, sometimes you just don't receive closure. Sometimes you just don't receive it. And trust me, I know how hard that is. If you've been through that, I get you. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter why that person treated you the way that they treated you. At the end of the day, that is a reflection of them. And even if you don't understand them, that's okay. You don't have to fucking understand. And you don't have to justify why someone treated you shitty. Because sometimes we might think that that justification is going to make us understand why, or make us feel better some way, somehow. It's not a reflection of you. It's a reflection of those people. And something that I've learned is the most important thing is finding that closure for yourself. Everything happens for a reason, or everything happens and you make a reason. It doesn't matter if it's the whole truth. It doesn't matter if you don't have certain pieces of the puzzle. At the end of the day, you have to tell yourself, this happened. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, I wish I didn't go through that. Or actually, no. Let's take that belief out. I'm happy that it happened because now I'm here. And I am who I am. And if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here in this vessel. I wouldn't be here in this new doorway waiting for my dreams to come true. Or not waiting, but stepping into becoming the person whose dreams always come true. Stepping into that timeline and believing that shit. But at the end of the day, you make the reason. And maybe, like I said, it doesn't have to be rational. Like, someone can hurt you and you can be like, you know what? That happened and I learned this, and that. And this benefited me in this, and that way. And that's your reason. That's your clarity of belief. That is your truth. And your truth is so much more important than the potential truths of why the situation happened. I hope that makes sense. If you know, you get it. I hope you get it. But really, I see you moving into this space where it's just like, you're not allowing yourself to be held back anymore. At all. You're saying, fuck that. Oh. You're saying, F that. Because, bro, it's like, you're so strong. You're so amazing. You're so powerful. Just for you to be held back and not be able to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish, or become or experience things that you want to experience because you're constantly looking back? No. Not anymore. And with this whole solar eclipse, unfortunately, my storage said it was full and then stopped recording. Yay. Anyways, this will be it. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. Y'all are the best. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your morning, day, night, whenever you're listening to this.